In this course, you will learn how to make baby moccasins. You will need your materials, including upper leather, lining leather if you wish, sock lining leather, a rubber sole sheet, cork sheet, waxed thread, shoelaces, and your tools, including printer and paper, hole puncher and mallet, 2 needles, erasable pens, scissors, and spray glue if you're using lining. Cut out the pattern and the upper material. If you want to add a lining, glue the upper material to the lining and then cut out the pattern pieces. Trace, cut, glue, and attach the sock lining and the cork. Use a 1 to 2 millimeter punch for the stitch holes and 4 millimeter punch for the lace holes. Cut out your sole. If your upper leather is shiny, sand where the sole will be placed before gluing and attaching. For reinforcement, you can use a heavy-duty sewing machine to stitch the sole. To lock the thread, stab the thread about 2 inches away from the end with the needle. Put the end of the thread into the eye of the needle and pull tight. Pull the longer thread over the eye of the needle. Lock one end of the thread and insert the needle into the bottom hole from the inside. Pull through, leave the end loose, and hold it as you stitch. Come in on the second hole on the opposite side and continue to spiral stitch up to the top. Do 1 loop at the top to reinforce, then spiral down to create cross stitches. On your last hole, push the needle to the inside of the shoe and tie the loose ends. Twist the thread 2 to 3 times per knot and double knot it. Then cut the excess thread about 1 inch. You will use a combined saddle and blanket stitch. Start on the first hole, in through the outer body piece and up through the first hole of the vamp. Loop once to secure and then go in through the second hole on the outer body piece and out the second hole of the vamp piece. Next, push the needle from the vamp side through the outer body, in front of the thread you've just pulled through. This creates a saddle stitch. To add the blanket stitch, use the outer thread to loop over and through the same stitch hole. Repeat this around the vamp, tightening after each stitch. At the end of the vamp piece, loop once to secure before using a saddle stitch to go back 2 to 3 stitches. To end the stitch, pull both threads into the shoe, twist the thread twice each knot and double knot. Cut the threads close. Slide in the sock lining that is glued to the cork, covering any loose threads. To lace the shoes, we used a mock knot as it creates a slider that's easily adjustable. This technique is from White Bear moccasins. To make a mock knot, cross the ends of the laces and place your finger over the intersection. Wrap the lace that went over the cross around your finger 3 to 4 times. Then take the excess wrapped lace and put it through the top of the loops as if you're tying a necktie. And you're done!